What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. Now, in our last episode, we went through a world tour, and I think we did a pretty good job of showing off all of the most important builds we got going on around here, but there's still plenty more things to show off. But what I promised you guys in the last episode was some building. Yeah, let's go building. But wait a second. What are we going to be building, you ask? Oh, well, thank you so much for asking, because we are going to be building right down here. And if you remember, in the last video, we said we were going to be building a bone meal farm. Well, 2 bone meal farms, and I think that is the plan. That's the first thing we're going to be tackling here today. We're going to put these bone meal farms in so that they can start running, and then we can get on to another build I got in mind. I've got some big plans for this area. I got some lore involved and everything like that. And I think what would be really fun here is, why don't we do a little montage of making this bone meal farm? Never done one of those before, so we'll see how it turns out. Now down here we got all the supplies we need to make these bone meal farms. 2 identical shulker boxes here, and might as well just take off all my stuff. Let me just throw them in this chest right here. And we can go ahead and get started building this farm. And let's do it. How about we hit it? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright guys, we've got it up and running here. Just started this bad boy up and it's already starting to produce some bone meal. Now the profits, it's not an extremely fast bone meal farm by any means. There's definitely faster ones out there, but I really like the design of this one. It's pretty satisfying to listen to and to watch. But yeah, down here you can see that bone meal is starting to come in here. And, you know, there's an option if we want to catch some of that extra bone meal, or some of that extra moss items, that we can use that chest over there. This is a farm created by a guy named BlazeDude on YouTube. If you like this farm idea, go ahead and check it out over there. Leave him a like, show him some love over there. Now, this one is done over here, so I'm going to go ahead and duplicate it over there, and I'll be right back. And wha-bam! Got a second one ready to go. Now these things are both running, and they're actually really satisfying to watch. You have a stone generator over there that pushes the stone in, and then the water releases once the bone meal gets placed, and it all gets condensed into bone meal down here in these 2 composters. Down here is where it will get collected. When the machine first starts up, it's got to start, feeding into itself at first. So right now there's none. This is the one I just built. But over here, this one has started collecting, and it's almost at a stack already. Just in the time it took me to build this thing, it took me maybe 10, 15 minutes total to put all that together after I already built this one. And yeah, this one, it auto feeds itself, so it's constantly got 41 bone meal in here, plus a little extra in the top. And then any extra profits go into this chest here. Now, with 1.21 right around the corner, I do plan on using the auto crafter to condense all this bone meal, but our server's not on 121 yet, so when that time comes, we'll be doing that. For now, I think this is a really great start, and I'm super proud of this. We'll just let these run for a while, and we'll come back and check our profits later, because I've got another build that I want us to do before the end of this episode. And it's going to go upstairs. And I've got some supplies for it right here. So let's just grab those and we'll bring them upstairs. We're going to also probably need this guy right here. Oh, hello. No, no, we don't need to do that now. Oh, I'm the worst. One more. There we go. Alright, it's much better, much better, much better. Alright, so my plan for this is I've got an idea that this whole area is kind of owned by like a mining corporation, and they will have a building out here where they kind of have their base of operations. And they also have, you know, a way to transport all their stuff and not going with a traditional like train or anything. I wanted to go a little bit fancier, a little bit more futuristic, and I wanted to build kind of like a helicopter thing. It'll make sense once we get started. But for that, we kind of need a landing pad, and it's going to be kind of a big landing pad. So I'm going to need to maybe clear out a little bit of space here. So let me get a little bit of inventory space, and then we can go ahead and get started. All right, let's get some of this out of the way. Now the landing pad is going to be pretty big. It's going to be a 25 wide circle. So yeah, we're going to need to dig out a pretty big area, but it's going to be raised off the ground, so it doesn't need to be perfect. Just I want it a little bit more flat in this area. So I'm just going to take away some of this dirt here, and then we'll get started on building that. Alright, this is getting better. Let's just cut this back a little bit too. Okay, I think this is pretty good. Let's try to mark out the places that we need. So 25 by 25 circle, pretty much. Let's see. What if we go like, say, maybe here? And then one, two, three, four. And the other one goes over here. Alright, so these are two ends of the circle. Now we gotta do the other two. 11, 12, 13, 25. Alright, here we go. That's not too bad. What we're gonna do is build this up a little bit. Maybe, I want to say maybe like 5. Or 4. We can do 5. It doesn't matter too much. We're going to do that on all 4 sides here. Okay, and then these are going to be 7 wide. I realized I'm doing this the wrong way. I need to go 2 out instead. Yep, that looks more like it. Need more bricks. Now, I used a little bit more bricks than I thought I would on that moss farm over there, so I don't really have enough to make this whole thing yet. We'll have to go smelt some more. That's no big deal, though. We can go do that. Well, we can finish this up, at least the outside rim of it. Alright, basic shape is done. We got a pretty decent circle, I think, going on here. And now we just gotta kind of fill it all in, but like I said, we're kind of out of bricks. We're gonna have to go smelt some more. Be right back. Alright, I've got some more. Got some more stone. Let's do it. Alright, we've got ourselves a platform. But it doesn't really look like a helicopter platform yet, so well, it needs a big H on it. Let me count this out and center it so that there's a big H. Hang on. Here we go. Got a big H, and I think I want to make it yellow. So I got some yellow concrete here, and I need to just turn it into concrete pretty much. There we go. That's looking a little more like it. I don't know if we can get an aerial view, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's good. So, next step now is to put the helicopter on the landing pad. We also need a way to get down and up. And there's some decoration little stuff we need to do to the landing pad, but I'm kind of excited. I want to put the helicopter on. So let's do that first. Let's do it. Let's start building. And they're gonna go like this, 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 this. Now I need some walls. Just like this. So we're gonna do the same thing on that side. We're gonna make it look like this. All right, that seems good to me. And then we're going to kind of thin it out a little bit. And we're gonna do it again. Do the same thing on this side. Cut the corners. And we'll do the same thing on the back. Okay, so we got a general shape going here. This is like the bottom base of the helicopter. But it's not going to be like a standard helicopter. I am actually going to have like a dual propeller kind of futuristic-y-ish helicopter. So it's going to have a propeller on this side and a propeller coming off on the other side. And this way will be the front, that way will be the back. Let's build it up some more. Let's get some of that gray concrete powder in here now. Okay, now, like I said, this is going to be the front end of the ship, and so we kind of need some glass so that, like, a pilot or something could see out of it. So we're going to make a kind of cockpit-ish shape here. Got nice views going around, and then we will continue building up our sidewalls here. Now, it will get like a little bit boring if I just keep using black, so I decided I wanted to use some red accents on this thing, and I think it's gonna look super awesome. So let's add those in. I'm gonna have 2 layers of red. Alright, the red stripe is in. I just gotta put some more polished deep slate over the top of it. Alright, here's the tricky part. Now we gotta kind of put a roof on it. And to do that, I'm going to be using some stairs and stuff. I'm going to need a lot of stairs, though. Alright, and it's starting to come along. We definitely need to add some more like curvature to the roof. But it's coming along. You got the right shape. We just need to add the propellers, finish up the roof, and then the outside will be like pretty much done. I think the next part is to maybe add in the propellers, and then we can finish up the roof after that. Alright, for scale, this is the size that I am looking for those wings. So I'm going to take care of building out the rest of this. I'll show you guys the finished product when I finish it up. I'm just going to blow through getting the rest of this thing done, and I'll show you guys the finished product in just a second. Let's do it. I think I've outdone myself this time. I'm really proud of how this one came out, but I'm curious to see what you guys think. So take a look at this. Whoop-bam! I mean, look at this thing. The size, super. The style, cool. And the view from the sky, well, it's looking pretty great as well. I'm super proud of how this came out. This was a thing that I designed all on my own, and I'm happy that I was able to put it all together here in survival. I did create this in creative world first. I'm going to show you guys the process of how I created that in a little while. But I wanted to first show you guys the build and the inside, because I mean I decorated the inside too. I know I didn't tell you guys I was going to do that, but here we are. So let's take a look inside and see how it looks. And we're coming right in into the ship. We got these seats here in the middle. This is where like extra passengers will sit, extra people that need to be transported. In the front area over here, this is where the actual crew members of the ship will be sitting, lounging around. They've got little screens up top here that let them, watch TV or get flight information on the flight that they're on. And, sometimes when you're on a flight, you gotta go to the bathroom. Well, we got ourselves a little potty here in case crew members have to go to the restroom. And up front here is the cockpit. Now this is where the pilot will fly the plane, and it's got lots of gadgets and gizmos, things to flick and click and... Oh, that's... Didn't realize that. Oh, it was the button. But yeah, anyways, it's got little screens down here. It's got a heads-up display showing the map where we currently are on the map, right there in the glass. And this is where the pilot will sit to fly the plane to and from, wherever it is that they're going. And in the back over here is mostly storage area. So this is pretty much a like a hauler type kind of airship. And so, they need a place to store all their stuff. And back here, there is tons and tons of storage. More extra storage here on the side. And there's also some uniforms for the crew members to be wearing during their flights when they're on the clock. And this table right here is, well, I wasn't really quite sure what to put in the middle here. I had a little bit of extra space, so I thought, why not put like a little, like maybe a research table or something like that right here in the middle. So on this particular flight, these people found some amethyst shards down in the caves below, and they're currently researching more into these amethyst shards, getting readings on it and everything like that. So yeah, I'm super proud of the way that this ship turned out. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'd love to get your feedback. Anything you think I could change or make it any better, I'd love to hear it. But I want to show you guys the creative mode process that I went through to build this thing real quick, because my first attempt was not nearly this good, so I think it's kind of funny. Let me show you now. Alright, we're over in my creative world now, and as you can see behind me, this is the ship that I ended up building in my survival world, but this was not the first iteration of this ship. This is actually the third iteration. I went through a few different stages of deciding how I wanted this thing to be built, and, well, the second one is pretty similar. It's just a little bit smaller here. And I texturized this one a little bit more. I might end up doing that actually in the one in the survival world. I do like the way that the texture looks. It gives it a little bit more variety than just all of the smooth deep slate. But we'll see how it goes. I'm not 100% sure yet. But the first one is over here, and this thing, well, it's got the idea. It's got the idea there. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to build it out of yet. I wasn't really sure how big it had to be yet, and so, for a first idea, it's not, I don't think that bad. I think it got the idea across, and it let me iterate to get to the final design that I was going for, but this thing, it just kind of started looking like a pile of blocks after a little while, so I definitely had to remake it. But it's got charm. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll put it in my world. Maybe not. We'll see. But anyways, let's get back to survival. So it took me probably an hour or two to build that ship outside, and I really wanted to see what my bone meal profits were. So let's take a look. Oh, yeah. That's starting to roll in. That's not even bad at all. A couple stacks already, and this side, this was the second one we built, so it's only got a couple stacks in here. That's totally fine. Take a look at these one more time. I just love watching this thing. Oh yeah, that's so nice. Now there's one more thing I want to show you guys, and it is a build I did with Banana Muffin back near base spawn, near where everyone else's bases are, and the build we did right after I did the world tour from the last episode, so it didn't really make it in there, but I'm really proud of the way that it turned out, and I wanted to show you guys it, so let's hop on over there and check it out. So, like I said, I was playing with Banana Muffin, and she's not very much into Minecraft, so I wanted to build something with her that would be, interesting to her. And so, well, yeah. We built a very, very pink house, and I'm actually really proud of this thing. I think all the details and stuff that we put into it are super adorable. And starting out here with this little swing set hanging out over the water, I really like that. We actually took a picture together on that swing set right there. She wanted to dress up as characters from My Hero Academia when we were doing this. So we dressed up and we took a picture right there. I'll show you guys. And then I wanted to just give you guys a quick tour of this house because it's a modern style house and I haven't really done that before very much. So it was really fun for me too. So let's take you on a tour. If you step inside, here is the inside of downstairs. And well, our pet is on the counter. Definitely shouldn't be on the counter, boy. And we got our cat in the cat tower. And this is our kitchen. And in our kitchen we got a fish on the stove. Got looks like we left a spoon out on the counter. And these are our bar stools, and this is a little bit of armor stand magic that I'm using here. This is just leather helmets on some armor stands. We have a few light mods on this server that lets us do this kind of stuff with armor stands, and I use that a little bit throughout this build here. Um, like also we have this. This is just an invisible item frame with a trapdoor in it, but I think it looks really cute as like a little cabinet right there. Same thing over here. I got like little cabinets. This is like a little TV, and here's the little couch. And I tried to put two little pink pillows here on the couch, so I used more armor stands for that. But yeah, the inside downstairs, super adorable, super cute, and upstairs is even better. Let's go on up there and see how it looks. It's nighttime. It's actually pretty good. We can use this. So upstairs we have a wraparound balcony, and we got a little table out here to sit at. And inside is the bedroom. So we got the bedroom over here. We got some clothes strewn about, or maybe we're not very good at putting like our clothes away and stuff. I don't know. Oh, I like the way that this looks out here. And over here we got our closets. So we got our outfits hanging in the closet. This is her side. This will be my side. And then we have a little private balcony outside with a little heart pond out back. Overall, I think this thing came out really, really adorable, but I'm curious to know what your guys' thoughts are on it. Let me know in the comments. Well, guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. If you stuck around this far, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you very much. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.